Hey there, it's Ashley, and I would love to lead you through a yoga practice. We are going to be using homemade props. If you do have 2 blocks and a strap and maybe a bolster at home, great, use that. If you don't, no problem. Here, instead of blocks, I have like a book holder box for 1 block. Not ideal, but it works. And then anatomy flashcards in another box. So these are my blocks. You can pause this to find those. And then also we'll be using a strap. Some of you are climbers, so you can grab maybe some kind of rope like this, like a daisy chain or something like that. Or maybe if you're not a climber, you could also use a couple of shoestrings tied together. Not ideal, like I said, but we're just doing homemade stuff right now. And then I have 2 pillows for my bolster. So I don't own a bolster, so that's what I'm using today. You can pause right now and grab those things. And then when you're ready, we will meet on our mats. I'm gonna take my 2 blocks and place them to the front of my mat. And then I'll take 1 pillow, place it down like this towards the back of the middle mat, and then fold another pillow, put it on top of that pillow, and then set my strap just off to the side. And then once you are ready, come to sit on your pillows or your bolster, whatever you have. Simply cross the legs like so, Sukhasana. We want our sits bones to feel rooted, so if you have to move any fleshy bits out of the way, that's okay. And then we'll simply just let the legs fall. This allows our hip flexors to relax. And then from there, I want you to take both hands down onto your thighs. Just let your arms be relaxed and think about reaching up through the top of your head and then rooting down through your sits bones. From here, I invite you to close your eyes. However, if you'd like, you can keep them at a soft gaze or low if that feels more safe. So either close the eyes or soft gaze. And before we get into anything, I invite you to just check in with yourself and notice how you're feeling in your body in this very moment. So you might start with a body scan, beginning with the toes, working your way up the feet and the ankles, tracing up the calves, all the way to your knees, checking in with your thighs, your hamstrings, going to your glutes and your hips. Noticing how your stomach and your tummy feel right now. Working your way up through your diaphragm, your ribs, your heart. Bringing awareness to our shoulders, down our arms, to your elbows, forearms, hands and fingers. And we'll continue to travel up the spine to the neck, the cervical spine, to the base of the skull. Check in with your facial features, those muscles, if they are clenched or relaxed. And then we'll begin with some box breathing or square breathing, whatever you prefer to call it. And I'll just explain really quick that this breath is an inhale for 4 seconds, you hold for 4 seconds, you exhale for 4 seconds, and then you hold at the bottom for 4 seconds, and then you repeat on the inhale. If 4 seconds isn't long enough for your breath rhythm, you can make it 5 or 6, but I will be guiding at 4. Everybody has a different length on their inhale and exhale, but we will be striving to make it as long as possible. So if that's different, that's okay. All right, find your long spine and And we'll begin to inhale through our nose and inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the bottom 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold at the top 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the bottom 2, 3, 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Now Ujjayi breath without the pause or the breath retention. Deep breath in through the nose, slight constriction in the back of the throat. And then full exhale out of the nose. You might hear the back of your throat as you exhale and inhale. Inhale and imagine your spine lengthening up towards the ceiling. And exhale, imagine the breath traveling down your spine and you're grounding into your seat. Continue like this. 5 more rounds here. Continue breathing. And allow yourself to dedicate the next 60 minutes to this practice in yourself. Try to allow external thoughts to just leave you at this moment, and just notice how you're feeling in your body. Come back to your breath every time your mind starts to wander. Bring your hands together at your heart center. Rub your hands vigorously together. We're going to create some heat between our palms. And then we are going to take our left hand over the left side of our chest, right hand over it, right over our heart. Feel into the beating of your heart. Take a deep breath into that. Deep breath out. Let's take 2 more here. Last one. And simply request you honor your heart, what you're feeling. Allow it to freely flow. Let's bow our heads to our hearts. And lift your head. You can open your eyes. Continue with your Ujjayi breath. We'll move the pillows off to the side for now. And come all the way up to your knees. You can take a pillow or a blanket or a towel under your knees here if you need to. Extend your right leg out. And you're going to plant the foot down. So we're coming into gate pose. Reach the arms out to the side. And drop your right hand down to your leg. Inhale, reach your left arm overhead. Big side body stretch. And then inhale to come all the way up. Exhale over. Drop your fingertips to your palm all the way down. Reach right hand overhead. And then stay here. On your next inhale, Think about rotating your ribs up to the sky. Maybe you look past your armpit, and then exhale, rotate down towards the ground. Inhale, look up, rotate ribs up. Exhale, look down. So finding a little rotation in the spine. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, down. Inhale, rotate your heart, reach your fingertips overhead. And then exhale all the way up. Good. Now take your hand over head the other direction. Same thing. Rotate down towards your knee. Inhale up. Exhale, rotate. Inhale up. One more time. Inhale up. Come all the way to a long spine. Walk your hands forward and your shoulders will stack directly under or over your hands. Then reach your left hand up, look up, take a big twist. Exhale, thread the needle. Take the arm under your armpit. Walk your other hand and tint the fingers. Maybe you rest the ear down to the ground. Maybe it's on a pillow or one of your blocks. And the more you press into your fingertips, the more twist you'll get. Try to find your Ujjayi breath, your ocean's breath here. Breathing into the rotation of the spine. And then relaxing the jaw and the facial muscles. Press into your hand. Reach your right hand all the way up, look up. And then release your hand down. Bend your right knee in, and then extend your left leg out. Inhale, long spine, reach the arms out. And exhale, over to your left. Inhale through center. Exhale, over to your right. Stay here. Rotate the ribs down towards the ground. Keep the belly pulled in, and then inhale, rotate up, look up. Exhale, rotate down. Inhale, rotate, look past your arm. One more time. And then exhale, come all the way up to a long spine. Inhale over to your left. And exhale, rotate down. Inhale, float your arm up, look past your arm. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale up, walk your hands forward, and then reach your right hand high, look past your fingertips. Exhale, thread the needle, take your right shoulder, right ear down. I like to bring my other hand closer to my face, tint the fingers, press into the fingertips and find the rotation of the spine. Press into your left hand or right hand, reach your left hand all the way up, look up. Then release your hands. Walk your hands forward towards the top of your mat. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Find your first downward facing dog. There should be maybe about 4.5 feet between your feet and your hands. Find any movement that feels natural to you. I like to lift my heels and kind of roll through the ankles a little, pedal the heels one at a time. Continue to activate the breath here. Shake your head, yes and no. And we'll find a little bit of stillness. Spread the fingertips wide, send the hips high, and start to reach through your heels towards the earth. And in this stillness, we'll just connect with our breath. On your next inhale, lift your heels high. Then bend your knees, drop the heels to the right side of your mat. Then keep your left leg straight, bend into your right knee, and press your left hip back. And we'll come to the other side. Inhale high through center. Exhale, drop the heels to the left, bend into your left knee, straighten your right leg, press the hips high. Inhale to come through center. Exhale, soften the heels down. Inhale to reach your right leg high. Use the entire inhale to lift it up. And then exhale, knee to nose. Touch your nose to your knee if you can. Inhale, reach the right leg all the way up. Exhale, knee to nose. One more time. Exhale. Look between your hands. Step your right foot to your right thumb. Drop your left knee down. Walk your blocks in to frame your right foot. Now, as you can see, my back toes are untucked. On my inhale, I'll sink my hips, lift my heart, look up. On my exhale, I'm going to draw my right hip back, start to dorsiflex my right ankle, fold forward. Inhale to bend into the knee, lift the heart, look up. Exhale, pull the hips back, half split, Ardha Hanumanasana. 2 more times. More important than getting the pose perfectly or anything like that is really connecting with your breath, the breath to the movement, and finding some effortlessness there. And then we pull the hips back into half split. We'll stay here for 3 breaths. I like to walk my blocks in at this point. Inhale to lift up halfway, find the length in the spine, pull the right hip back, little micro bend in the knee, and exhale, hinge forward with that length. Send deep breath into the hamstring, into the glute. Next inhale, bend into your knee. Set your blocks forward. Place your hands directly under your shoulders and tuck your back toe. Lift the knee. Inhale into a plank. Notice if the booty is up high. Try to keep it in line with the shoulders, in line with the heels, the ankles. Everything's in one long line. From here, we'll drop the knees this first time. Hug the elbows towards our sides, like a tricep push-up almost. And then lengthen one leg back at a time. I like to separate my legs hip distance apart because it feels good in my low back. Then press the pubic bone down. Engage the abdomen. Inhale into little baby cobra. Keep the back of the neck long. Exhale, lower down. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale with the strength of your back muscles. Lift up. Maybe reach the hands off the mat. And exhale, lower. Last time. Maybe you add a little bit more and exhale, lower. Tuck the toes. Either leave the knees down or up. Fire up the core. Fire up the legs. Inhale into tabletop or plank. Exhale, hips high. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale to trace the left leg up the wall, all the way to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. We'll empty all the breath out. Inhale, send your leg high. Exhale, contract and round. Last one, guys. Inhale. Exhale. Step to your left thumb. Drop your right knee. Walk your blocks in to frame your left foot. Inhale to pulse the hips, stretch into the hip flexor, look up. Exhale, pull it back, half split. Inhale, bend into the knee. Exhale, pull it back. Please go as slow as you'd like. This is one place that we don't have to rush, but we do want to try to match breath to movement and make it flow effortlessly. Next time you come into your half split, we'll take a forward fold, maybe walk the blocks in. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, hinge from your hips. Keep that length in the spine. Micro bend your left knee as much as you need. And next inhale, bend into your knee. Set the blocks forward. Plant your hands under your shoulders. Tuck and lift the knee. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees down or up. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down to the ground. This time, separate the legs. Plant the tops of the feet down. Pelvis plugs down. Hands go wide. Tip the fingers. Elbows flip up. Inhale, super cobra. Lift all the way up, look up. Exhale, lower all the way down. 2 more, just like that. Last time. Hands under shoulders, tuck toes. Inhale, tabletop or plank. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog. Inhale to reach the right leg high. Use your full breath. Exhale, knee to nose. This time, step right between the center of your hands. Turn over your left shoulder. Flip your left toes up. Skandasana. Inhale to round into your spine. Come through center. Exhale, bend into your left knee. Flip the right toes up. Inhale, round. Exhale, pull your sternum through as you bend into your knee. Kind of like a little cat-cow, side to side. Next time you bend into your right knee, turn to the front of your mat into a lunge. Plant your hands. Inhale, plank. Exhale, slowly lower. Hands wide, tip the fingers. Inhale, super cobra. Exhale, lower down. 2 more. Hands under shoulders, tuck the toes. Inhale, tabletop or plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to reach the left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Step the foot between the hands. Turn over your right shoulder. Inhale, Skandasana, through center. Round, exhale, pull the chest forward. Inhale to round into your back. Exhale, pull the heart forward. Get to side, following your breath. Inhale over to the front of your mat. Next time you bend into your left knee, step into plank. Slow exhale all the way down. Hands wide, inhale, super cobra. 2 more at your pace. We'll meet in down dog when you're ready. Hands under shoulders. Inhale, plank or tabletop. And exhale, down dog. Inhale to reach your right leg high. Exhale, step to your right thumb. Drop your back knee down. Untuck the toe. Inhale, low lunge. Both hands come to your heart center. Play with lifting the hips and then sinking them down just to see the difference between those 2 places. And then when you find a place that feels good in your body, pull the abdominals in and then twist. Hook the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Think about pulling left rib cage towards the thigh, Right rib cage is gonna open up towards the sky. Head doesn't have to look up. If you want, you can look forward. Slow, deep breaths here. And gently unwind. Tuck the toe, lift the knee. Inhale into plank. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down to the ground. Hands wide, inhale, super cobra one time. Exhale, lower. Hands under shoulders, inhale, plank. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, reach the left leg up. Exhale, step to your left thumb. Lower the back knee, untuck the toe. Inhale, reach your hands high, palms to your heart. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. And then exhale, twist the other way. Gently unwind. Tuck the back toe, lift the knee. Inhale into your plank. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down. Inhale, super cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, plank. And exhale, down dog. Take a few deep breaths here. And drop the knees. Good. So we're going to visit a little core work next. We'll come into forearm plank. If forearm plank doesn't work and side plank is better, you can do that. If none of those work right now, you can actually also just drop both knees down like this or onto your forearm. And then either straighten the legs or not, up to you. Other hand behind your head. Deep breath in. Exhale, curl down towards the earth. Inhale up. Exhale, curl. 3 more. Exhale. Last 2. Good job, you guys. Stay with it. And 1. Reach the top hand high, overhead. Big stretch into the side body. And then take your hips down. We'll go into the other side. Either knees down or not. Or straighten the legs. Hand behind your head. Inhale, big smiles. Exhale. Inhale, making our body strong. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last 2. And 1. Nice work. Inhale, reach your hand overhead. Big stretch into your side body. Keep the hips lifted. And lower down. Swing the legs around. Let's come back into our down dog. Inhale to reach your right leg all the way up. Exhale, knee to nose. Step your foot to the center of your mat. Round your back heel down. Find heel to arch alignment. Once you do, press your feet actively away from one another. Guide your front knee over your ankle and press through the back foot. Inhale, warrior 2. Sink the hips, shift the shoulders if they're this way over the hips. Pull the low abdomen in and keep pressing the feet away from one another. This is kind of like genie in a bottle. Take right hand overhead, left hand is gonna flip in. So stay where you are. I'm just gonna show you guys my hand placement. And on your inhale, press back. Exhale back through center, long spine. Inhale, press. Thank you, Tracy Garcia, for showing us this. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. And thank you, Gina Caputo, for integrated vinyasa. You guys are awesome. Press back. Bend your top elbow. Take your other hand. Grab your fingers. Sink your hips down. Guide your knee over your ankle. Then lift your right elbow up. Big side body stretch. Reverse mermaid. Find your breath here. Core is active. Legs are super strong right now. Inhale to release the hands. Straighten the front leg. Walk the back heel in about a click. Then pull the right hip back, back, back. Micro bend your right knee so it's not left out. Reach the right hand forward, forward, forward. And take right hand to your shin or a block. Reach left hand overhead for exalted triangle pose. Inhale, reach through the fingertips. Exhale, slice the hand down by your side. Inhale, reach the arm forward and up overhead. Rotate the ribs now, look up. Exhale, slice the horizon. Big breath in. Two more. Last one. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, cartwheel the hands down to frame your front foot. Pivot your left toes forward. Step into a forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, hands to blocks. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, hinge forward and fold. Inhale with a long spine all the way up to Urdhva Hastasana. Reach the hands high overhead. Palms come to heart center. Great job, you guys. Okay, so we're gonna take a standing balance pose. This is called Eagle. And I will walk you through it. We're gonna ground into our left foot. Pop our right heel up. Bend into both knees a lot. Pull the abdomen in. Long spine here, sink the hips down and back. Then reach the arms out to the side. Take right arm underneath your left, like so. And then either take palms together for eagle arms or opposite shoulders works too. Palms together or shoulders, whichever works better. From here, with hips synced back, ground into your left foot, lift your right leg up and over the left. Maybe you wrap your foot around the back of your left ankle, maybe not. Then sink down, squeeze your legs, squeeze your arms, hug your elbows towards your chest. I'm gonna do this profile so you guys can see what's going on. Sink it low. Focus your drishti or your gaze on one point straight ahead. And then find your breath here. Take any anxiety or maybe fear into this pose. Bear down, squeeze down. And last 3, 2, 1. Stand tall. Reach the arms up overhead. Big breath. Exhale, bend the knees. Take left arm. All right, other side. Inhale, reach your hands up. Exhale, bend your knees. Take left arm under right this time. Palms connect or they go to your shoulders. Then lift your left heel. Sink the hips down. Reach it up and over the other leg. And if you fall, come right back into it. Hug the legs together. Squeeze your get low and focus on one point straight ahead. I like to focus at eye level. I find if I focus down, it brings me forward. If I focus up, it kind of throws me off to the side or backwards. Check in with your breath and that you're not holding it here. Last 3, 2, 1. Uncross the legs, release the arms up, big breath in. Exhale, trace the hands down into a forward fold. Let the torso fall. And then come to the fingertips, your shins, or your blocks. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, bend the knees. Let the hands shoulder distance apart. Step the feet back into your plank. Slowly lower all the way down. Hands go wide. Inhale, super cobra. Exhale, lower down, hands under shoulders. Inhale, tabletop or plank. And exhale, down dog. Inhale to float the left leg high. Use the entire breath. Exhale, step to the center of your mat. Ground your back foot in, down. Inhale, warrior 2. Once again, take time to set up your alignment, your foundation. Once you feel good, front hand floats overhead, back hand floats right underneath your sternum. Now inhale, press the arms away from one another. Exhale, come back. Inhale. And exhale. Good, 3 more. Nice stretch. Inhale. Last one. Good, press back, bend your top elbow, take your hands and interlace them, or clasp them rather, then lift your elbow up. Keep pulling the low abdominals in and up, and then really stretch through that left side body. Inhale to release, come through center, straighten your front leg. Click your back foot in 1 inch, and then guide your front hip back, back, back. Reach your hand forward. Take it to a block your shin. The blocker of the shin, and then reach your other hand overhead, exalted warrior. Really reach, inhale. Exhale, slice the horizon. Inhale, reach the arm overhead. Start to rotate the ribs up. Exhale. 3 more. Last 2. And 1. Good. Bend into your knee. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands come down to frame your front foot. Step into a forward fold and exhale. Inhale to lift halfway. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, long spine. Exhale, hands to heart. Okay, Ardha Uttanasana, half chair pose. Ground into your right foot. Bend into your knees. Take your left ankle over your right thigh. Flex the ankle a lot. Sink the hips back. Sternum pulls forward. So from profile, sinking the hips back, heart forward. For this one, try to look out in front of your mat. Gaze on one spot. Pull the core in. The more you sink the hips back, the more stretch you're gonna get. Try to level the right and left hip. And then find your breath. Inhale into one-legged mountain. Reach the right knee in line with the hip, and then lower it down with control. Right into the other side. Bend in both knees. Take right ankle over left thigh this time. Sink the hips back, heart forward, and breathe. One more breath. Inhale, knee in line with your hip, one-legged mountain. Exhale, release it down. Inhale, reach arms out and up, palms press. Exhale, hinge forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, through your flow, walk your feet back into your plank. Go all the way down to the ground, into your heart opener, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. Now you can drop your knees once you're in down dog. And we're gonna reach for our pillows again. Welcome to use them here if you'd like. I'm gonna use just one. And bring my sits bones onto the pillow, just a nice little cushion. Take your strap, your shoelace, your daisy chain, whatever you have. Extend your right leg out. And take the strap around the base of your foot. Bring the straps together. Good. Your other knee, your left knee is bent, and the foot's going to come to the inner thigh here. From here, this is full gate pose, Parigasana. So I'm going to start to walk my left hand down in front of my leg, or take my forearm down. From there, I want you to reach the strap overhead, grab it overhead, forearms down or hand, whatever works, wherever you are. Start to rotate your ribs up towards the sky. Maybe walk your hand more overhead, stretch out through the elbow. So we want to think about arm by your ear rather than forward of your ear or behind, just directly over. Pull the core in here and start to float the ribs up towards the sky. Maybe you can take your toes if you are hyper flexible or have that mobility. But wherever you are, start to breathe into this. It's a really big side body opener. Really nice to relieve your low back of tension. Stretch it out. One more breath. And release the strap off of your foot. Set the pillow off to the side. After a big side body opener like that, I like to take barrel rolls. So we'll drop our rib cage down, bring the rib cage to the left, up, over to the right, and just circling the rib cage down and around, big circles. You can always incorporate your head into the movement. That's going to go the opposite direction of the ribs. And then go the other way too. Great. And then we'll bring the pillow back onto the mat. And this time, we'll extend the left leg out, bend the right knee in, take whatever you got around your foot, and then walk your left forearm or hand down. Start to take the strap by your ear overhead, arm is overhead, big side body stretch. Maybe even touch the foot, maybe not, it's okay. Wherever you are, honor that, and then start to rotate the ribs up towards the sky. Try to take at least 5 deep breaths here. And then gently come all the way out of this. Set the strap off to the side. And this time we'll come back to our barrel rolls. So drop the rib cage and just circle it out. Should feel pretty nice. And then reverse the direction, go the other way. And then walk your hands, the handprint forward, tuck the toes, lift the hips. Inhale to reach your right leg high. And exhale, take your right shin to the top of your mat into pigeon pose. So you're gonna walk your left foot back, untuck the toe. If your right hip is really high off the ground, you can grab your pillow and really just support your hips there. From here, we're gonna walk our hands to our sides, look over our right shoulder, check out the alignment of your ankle back there. Notice if it's doing anything strange, try to fix that. And then you're also pulling the right hip back, left hip forward. Unwind and come down into your sleeping pigeon. Maybe that's your forearms, maybe it's all the way down. And you can just come as deep as you'd like. You need deeper hip openers. Really want to focus on the breath. Holding the breath will only make our tissues tight, so try to relax your breath, relax your face, and breathe deeply into this posture. You might notice after several breaths, you can even walk it further forward. Gently walk your hands in, tuck your back toe, lift your hips, and send your foot back into down dog. And we'll just pedal at the heel right to left. Reach your left leg high. And take pigeon on the other side, left shin to the top of your mat. Walk your right foot back. Hands come in, look over your left shoulder. Check out your ankle alignment. Pull the left hip back, right hip forward. Unwind, come into your sleeping pigeon and just relax, enjoy. Nice deep breaths here. Gently press yourself up. Tuck back toe, step back into your down dog. Good. Then drop the knees, cross the ankles, and bring the seat back, the feet forward. From here, we'll bend the knees, reach the arms forward, palms flip in. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, contract. Lower one vertebra at a time. Once you get to the bottom, reach hands overhead, reach legs long, full body stretch here. Walk the feet to touch. Good. Bend the knees, plant the feet down. Walk the heels towards the glutes. Arms are going to come down by your sides. Inhale to lift into your bridge pose. If you'd like, You can take hands underneath your low back and interlace the fingers. Walk the shoulders under the chest. And then press into your hips to lift, lengthen through your head. Try to keep a little orange between your chin and your chest. Deep breaths into the opening of your front body. Imagine you're hugging a ball between your knees. The knees aren't splaying out to the side. Gently release the hands, work the shoulders out, and roll it all the way back down. Good, you guys. Pavanamuktasana. Take the right knee towards your chest, lengthen the left leg out. Guide your knee to the outside of your rib cage and down towards your armpit. Then hug the leg towards the body. I'm going to give our ascending colon a little massage here. And then gently guide the knee over the body. Stack your right hip over your left. And then soften both shoulders down. Reach the right arm out. Maybe you look over the right fingertips. If that doesn't feel good in your neck, you can look straight up. Wherever you are, close your eyes and try to relax your facials, your shoulders, your hands. Where can you let go a little bit more? What are you holding on to? Come back through center. Now take the left knee in towards your chest. Interlace fingers around the shin. Extend your right leg out. Then guide left knee towards your left armpit. Hug the leg towards your chest, giving your descending colon a little massage here. Really compress the hip joint. Pull the knee down. Ease up off the grip. Guide the knee over your body. Stack left hip over right. Tee out the left arm. Either look over the fingertips or up towards the sky. Close your eyes. Deep, full breaths into the spinal twist. And gently come back through center. Bring your knees towards your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Give yourself a huge hug here. Bring your forehead towards your knees. Really give your body some appreciation. And release your legs long. If you'd like to take your pillows under your knees here for final savasana, you're welcome to. The legs can separate as wide as the mat if you'd like. Then arms come out to the side, palms flip up. You can bring the shoulder blades closer to one another for a little lift of the chest. And then like we started class, take a quick body scan. Notice if you're holding on anywhere and maybe where you can let go a little bit more. Savasana is so important in this practice. It is probably the most important part of this practice, allowing the body to integrate what we've just done, allowing the mind to come into this peaceful place. Let go of any grocery lists or to-do lists. Rather just focus on how your body is feeling. The breath in the nose, the breath out of the mouth, normal breath here. And then Let the place between your ears soften. Stay here in Savasana as long as you'd like. If you'd like to come out with me now, take a deep breath in through your nose. Audible exhale out of your mouth. Maybe swallow once or twice. Begin to wiggle your toes and fingers. I like to start to flex and point through my feet, my ankles. Maybe roll out the wrists. Maybe we'll take a full body stretch. Reach the hands overhead, long through the sides. And bend one knee at a time. Bring your knees towards your chest. Give yourself another big hug for showing up for yourself today. And then roll over to your right side into a fetal position. You can just rest your head onto your arm. Keep your eyes closed. And while we're here, think of 3 people that you are super grateful for in your life that you might want to send love to. Visualize them in your mind's eye. Send them air hugs, love, peace. And press your hands into the earth. Come all the way up to an easy seat. Long spine. And we'll do this together. Inhale, reach your hands up and overhead. Palms come to press. Exhale, hands to your third eye center. Place right between your brow. Press your thumbs towards your forehead. Big breath in the nose. Exhale out of your mouth. Bring the hands to the lips. Big breath in the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Hands to your heart. Big breath in. Big breath out. You can repeat after me if you'd like. And my favorite mantra, favorite Sanskrit term, may all beings everywhere be happy and free. May the words, thoughts, and actions of my own life contribute to that happiness and that freedom for all. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. Take it easy if you can. If you can't, then I hope this gave you a little more energy and that your spine is feeling nice and healthy. Until next time, you guys, see ya.